Congratulations.
Congratulations.
This is ACME Theater Company's production of
The 12 Huntsmen.
by Brian Daniel Oglesby.
ACME alumnus 2002.
Directed by Miriam Eusebio.
ACME alumnus 1983.
Look around.
Nice theater, huh?
I like it.
This is ACME's first ever production in the Wyatt Theater.
And so to the UC Davis Department of Theater and Dance,
Thank you.
also to the Davis Community Church.
For hosting our rehearsals and summer classes.
Thank you.
And to KDRT, our favorite radio station.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And our family of donors who are listed in your program.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Tonight's performance features a feast of magical stories drawn from a basket of magical apples.
No show will be exactly the same as the one we do tonight.
Tonight we are presenting Menu B.
If you want to see Menu A, gather your friends and join us next Friday.
Check the schedule on the program for the details.
If this is your first time seeing an ACME show,
Huzzah! Despite our youthful good looks, ACME is actually Davis's oldest theater company.
We were founded 38 years ago by Dave Burmester and a team of young people.
The company has been passed down
From generation to generation ever since.
if you're a young person who has recently graduated 8th grade,
Join our theater company!
For information on play readings, auditions, and workshops, go to acmetheater.net and join our email list.
Now, before we proceed,
Please turn off your cell phones now.
Invisible cell phone.
actual cell phone. If there's an emergency,
Head out these doors.
Bathrooms are outside.
go out these doors and around back.
There will be an intermission in 1 hour.
There will be food.
Get yourself a
WT.
indulgence.
And if you wander too far, listen for the sound of the gong to know when to come back inside.
If you love the show,
Tell your friends.
If you don't like the show,
Tell the people you don't like.
We are happy to have them.
And if you would like to support our work, please consider making a donation either here or online at acmetheater.net.
and finally,
Enjoy the
show!
Once
No.
upon a time, once upon a time.
Once is redundant. Why would a story happen twice?
Exactly.
And a time. When, brother, when? Last week? 100 years ago? It's 1811. Our language should reflect a modern sensibility.
It's classic, traditional.
We are modern intellect, Wilhelm, not bound by the conventions of folk.
I wish you wouldn't be so dismissive of them.
I want to work on our dictionary. We're only at the letter B, and all my favorite words begin with the letter C. I have no interest debating you or wandering around this unfamiliar and unfashionable countryside, badgering every toothless wide for her tail. They're not giving us anything but scowls and fleas.
Maybe they would share their stories if you didn't call them inbred, illiterate forest folk, at least to their faces.
I have social anxiety. I can't help it.
Right.
My distemper is from hunger, Wilhelm, and that Barney crone didn't help a crumb handing me this apple you've forbidden me to eat.
The woman said it was magic.
I'm in hell. You're not my brother. You're the devil with a terrible taste in clothing.
Jacob, we're collecting pieces of the infinite.
Where are
These
we?
folk tales transcend time. They are cultural artifacts connecting us to each other, to history, to a primordial notion of magic, to all
Our sacks are empty. We are lost.
We're exploring. We're true academics, Jacob, collecting folkloric specimen, chained no longer to musky shelves, breathing ancient Babylonian dust. Smell that!
I think something died.
Trees, Jacob, and dirt. Earth from whence we came and to which we will return. Taste it!
Ugh, I'd prefer the apple. Magic be damned.
I hope it turns you into a newt.
Me too.
What was that?
What was...
Jacob, something is happening. This was our stasis. Prologue, preamble. Ask Aristotle, and it will be interrupted. A problem, a discovery, something new. Once upon a time, two brothers entered the woods.
They could be cannibals.
Cannibals, yes.
Bloodthirsty.
Bloodthirst.
Murdering
yes.
thieves, we should hide.
Jacob!
It's the forest life that's free. We can't go inside, so we got us no rights, but we got us our pride. Yes, this is the life for me. Huntsman, huntsman, invite us to dine at your table. We'll talk your numb, and then we will run when the bill finally comes, but we'll leave you with the tale. Huntsman, huntsman, we're loyal till the end. We're tight as a knot, so a brother you got until we get caught. We're family, we're huntsmen, we swear.
Gather friends.
Hold on, you're gonna take the lead. He ignored it.
A word from Cesario.
Cesario, Cesario, Cesario.
Huntsmen, a few words. Five. Today you proved yourselves men.
Yes, good men, strong men.
Men who look dead in the eye and make him blink first.
Yeah.
Men who wrestle bears and wild boars instead of their faces.
Yeah.
Men, let's find ourselves a wild boar and spit in his face.
Yeah.
What better way to celebrate the prince's wedding than to get sweaty and bloody?
Lefty, we talked about this.
Cesario, what better way?
Lefty's about Cesare has 1,000 apologies in his throat. He just needs to cough them out.
It's meal time. Eat, my huntsman.
We have beef
The victory was yours today. Not one fight until you've died, Cesario. Not one fight. Not one bite.
Friends, don't starve yourselves on my account.
Not one bite.
A mutiny? You haven't been eating. Friend, indelicate time for this discussion. Friend, Cesario need of comfort. Get it
Found us a gutter spy strong keeping.
Who sent you, spy? You, sir, speak.
I'll slit your throat and see if there's a better man inside.
Oh, don't you do that! You have social anxiety!
Anxiety, are you kidding? Look, Huntsman, another guest.
Who do we have the pleasure to be dining with?
Or dining on.
We are the Brothers Grimm. I'm Wilhelm. This socially inept turglet is Jacob.
Spies from the castle.
Oh.
Castle? What castle?
We know no castle.
What castle? What castle? Listen to these. That one.
We'll grab your bones into our bread. We'll make your blood into our pudding.
But we're academics!
We're hiding a dictionary. I'm at the letter C. My favorite C word is catapult. What's yours?
Oh, not just that. We're scholars of stories.
We scour the countryside, interviewing every inbred illiterate. For their old, young wives' tales. I mean, words that I'm hungry.
I don't suppose you gentlemen would let us join you for a meal.
We ain't gentle.
And they're not men.
Jacob, are you trying to start a fight?
Well, I saw that one when she spies.
Well, Huntsman, I suppose we've been unmasked. My womanhood doesn't make me any less dangerous, does it?
The current situation, in fact, makes the danger that much more
Oh.
pointed.
Deal with that.
Oh.
Get over here. Wait.
Give him a 5-minute head start. The most dangerous game.
Ah.
Dangerous game. Any last requests?
Stories.
Huntsman!
What, Ariel?
These men are our guests. They want food. We have food. They want stories. We have stories. Let's not be stingy.
Let's end them quick. Yeah.
Tonight we are in need of some comfort, entertainment, another kind of sustenance. Are we not? Not for them, then for our Cesario. Cesario would like to honor their request. What?
me when I marry.
She had promised her heart to him, cut it out, exchanged a single beat for his.
Our kingdom's treasury is unhealthy.
She had given herself to him, flesh of flesh.
He has promised me to his wealthy cousin's daughter.
In her mind, she could close her eyes, conjure his face.
Their kingdom is far more metropolitan. They can afford to raffle off a daughter.
In her mind's eye, she pictured the freckles across the ridge of his nose, his cheeks, his forehead.
I am betrothed to her.
12.
It is my duty.
But your father.
It is my duty, as a man. Kiss me goodbye. Look at me. What do you know about being a man? There are things that a man must do. So this is goodbye.
Home. Old place. Stone. Art. Eleanor. Father.
Daughter, you deliver heavy sadness with you to every room you enter. Even the statues weep as you pass. My daughter, whatever you want, you shall have. A magic table that gives you any meal you desire. There, it's yours.
Father, I'm so alone. I have no one. My companions are sadness and anger and guilt-filled jealousy and embarrassment.
Maybe a pet, a herd of ponies. A flock of parrots.
Father, thank you, but this is what I ask. Find me 11 young women, my age. Let them be strong and willing, wise and foolish, and stern and joyful, and make for us garments fit for 12 huntsmen.
That I can do.
And off we went deep into the dark forest. For 1 year we trained.
Tell me how we
Till
train.
our shoulders were calloused.
Our fingers bloody.
Raise and draw! Elbow parallel to the ground. Pull to your anchor point. Look down the spine of the arrow. Find the target. Picture it sliding into that target. Now, close your eyes. Your release should be clean. On my mark, mark! When the year was up, we came here.
Who goes there?
12 huntsmen. We'd like an audience with Prince Bartholomew. Tell him 12 of the nastiest, manliest huntsmen would like to work for him.
Some of you look too young to shave.
You won't find a better litter of low-life scallywaggery in 3 kingdoms, Prince. We're loyal.
Loyal!
We're fierce. We're huntsmen.
Huntsman!
We understand a man's duty.
A man's duty.
A man's duty. It is a heavy weight on our backs. I like your looks. A high-quality ruffian patrolling the woods is a godsend. And it would be nice to have some men for camping trips and mail bonding and stuff like that.
Better than the women folk.
And what of lodging?
We're great masculine huntsmen. We scratch and burp and fart and generally enjoy the outdoors.
We ain't respectable.
We'll live in the woods. The only comfort we require is to be left in peace.
Ah, to live outside among men. I wish I could join you, be the 13th huntsman. I would almost give up my kingdom.
You have your duty.
Yes, my duty.
And your queen.
Fiance, we're to be wed 1 year from today. I become husband and king the same day. And to tell you the truth, man to man,
Yes?
man values his freedom, you know. I intend to enjoy it.
And so for 1 year, the 12 huntsmen have lived out here, patrolling the woods, keeping it safe from thieves and strange creatures, attending to the prince on portly hunts. The fiancé never joins. She does not much care for mud. That's his room beyond the parapet.
Is it hard being so close to someone you watch?
You start a dangerous, dark cycle.
Thankfully, I have my huntsman.
We're for you, Cesario.
And what were you celebrating?
Celebrating?
Yes, early in the scene. 5 words. Today you proved yourselves men.
Oh, that was today. You see, the royal family is advised by a lion.
Shoot. Reginald, this better be important. I'm eating.
Your Highness, the king is advised by a talking lion?
Yes.
And then how did he get that position?
He tore the head of the one who came Ignore him. Don't distract from the story. My lord, the king must be perfect in body and soul. There can be no blemish, no hint of scandal. He must have 10 fingers and 2 nipples and a reputation for purity. He is the father of the kingdom. Your father has instructed me to investigate your perfection.
Yes.
I believe your huntsmen are women.
That's silly. Women.
That's quite a charge, Reginald. Do you suggest I've spent this time with women?
It's a scandal.
How do you suggest we test their sex? Check under their garments?
That would be rude.
Men of the court, other idiots, go!
Feed them chocolate. If they like it, they're women.
Take it for a romantic comedy.
If they enjoy it, they're women.
Yeah. Offer them chicken or steak.
Men only eat steak.
Throw a baby in the air.
They catch it, they're women.
Yeah.
Well, tell them at the high speed. If they fly, they're women.
Yeah. Take them out on a yacht and push them into the water.
If they float, they're women.
That's true.
If they're allergic to garlic and won't look at the reflections, they're obviously women.
Show Michelangelo's David. Women can't control themselves in front of David.
What? Got it. Throw peas where they're walking. Women are afraid of peas.
Sir, you may need to reevaluate your understanding of women. Substitute snakes for peas, and you have an actual test.
I'm afraid of snakes, fool.
A woman's scream is fairly evident. It must be done right away. Your wedding and coronation draws near. Your reign shall have not a blemish. Servant, summon the men. And someone call the royal snake handler.
Fortunately, the servant took us off in a most inelegant fashion.
Huntsman, yo, the line thinks y'all chick. You're gonna throw snakes in and make you squeal.
Huntsmen, burn your britches and prepare. Our foes are the pitch of our voices. Let not one of you make so much as a squeak. He's muted as the silent one.
Muted like the silent one.
We were ready when we entered.
Welcome, Huntsman. I'm just here to talk about our snake! the bachelor hunt. It would be nice to see snake!
So, my lord, what do you wish to discuss?
Men. It can wait. Some of the less manly members of the court need to compose themselves. Isn't that right, Reginald? No, don't bother talking. Sometimes talking lions say such stupid things. Let's away. Tomorrow I become king and husband, and there's so much that needs to be done.
And that brings us to this moment. 12 huntsmen celebrating a victory in the shadow of a castle on the eve of a wedding. The end.
I'm still hungry.
And you're in love.
My heart is in the shape of him, and it is stone, cold to all others. So, I've told my tale, haven't I? Can we throw them off a cliff? Story!
Oh, another story, please. More.
Right, another story.
Oh.
I will draw. Hurry up, the men only have so many hours left to live. Don't dilly-dally.
What is it? What is it? What is it?
Baker's pie.
Baker's pie! Baker's pie! Baker's pie! Baker's pie!
Someone get the basket!
Guys, get the envelope there.
Carrying the table.
So, what else?
Got it. Oh, yeah. You're probably the first people got it.
It's so cute. It's so cute. You take it like a chihuahua.
Not your version yet.
Once upon a time, there was a couple. A husband, a wife, both bakers.
I come from a proud line of bakers.
I also come from a proud line of bakers.
This is why we married. 2 lineages become one.
My mama once baked a pie with 40 blackbirds in it for the king.
My family once baked a pie that started a war, the Trojan War. Look it up. It's right there in the history books.
My first crib was a fry pan.
I dreamt of sugar plums, Berliner streusel, and Google Hub.
And they had a daughter.
Josephine!
What?
Don't talk back to your mother.
The daughter. She is a brat! You'd think she'd grown up nestled in luxury's fine lap, with white horses, and clean linen, and quinoa. No, she's just the daughter of 2 bakers.
I hate quinoa. Just give me pie.
See there? Spoiled.
How on earth do we ruin our daughter?
Ugh, my parents go on and on about
40 blackbirds, a dainty dish for the king. The king!
The Trojan War.
Your pie-making grandmama knew how to make the family proud. But you, what have you done?
Who cares about stupid blackbirds?
She doesn't appreciate the art of pie-making.
What art? You're not an artist. You're just a fat old cook.
I can't deal with her, Henry. I really can't.
She'd rather lose a finger than lift one to help her poor mother.
Let me lick the pot, or I'll call you names.
That tongue is cruel. You'll get cruelty on our pots and ruin them.
Josephine, you are my daughter, so I'm obligated to love you.
Mother, I respect you as well.
If respect were a spice, you would be flour and water, sticky and wet, left unbaked by the oven of tradition. The blood of great bakers of the past pumps through your veins, and yet you let it spoil. Your mother and I have come to a decision.
If you are unable to fulfill your role,
We'll have to have another child.
a new baby,
A new beginning.
a second chance.
We'll get this one right.
Every parent dreams of replacing their child with a better one.
What?
We'll be gone for 3 days.
Headlining a confection convention.
When we get back, if you haven't produced an edible pie we deem worthy of our lineage, we'll part ways.
You will be cast out into the snow.
The wolves will eat me.
At least you'll be useful.
I'll starve.
Bakers don't starve. Goodbye.
Oh dear.
Hero thought.
I should run away. There's nothing for me here.
Except the thing was,
She was stubborn.
At that moment, all she knew was she wanted to be the best pie maker ever.
this feeling filled her life.
Well, like pie filling.
Ha! I'll show you, parents. I'll make the best pie ever.
Pie filled with confidence, optimism, and the hubris of youth.
No baby will replace me.
All Josie had to do was make a pie.
How hard can that be? Pies need eggs, right? Let's make an apple pie. Those are things. Apples. I like apples.
So she set about.
Tossing in whatever seemed right.
What's this white powder?
Dish soap.
How about them apples? Bam!
It was late in the night when she finished her first pie.
Looks a bit unpretty, but you can be ugly on the outside and good on the inside. Like Aunt Gretchen.
And it was...
Great! Oh, that was heinous. What am I going to do now?
She went to bed in despair.
I'm going to be cast out. I'll starve in the snow, or I'll get eaten by wolves.
Maybe it was a fairy that heard her.
Fairies can be tricksters.
Helpful little jerkwads.
When she woke up, a talking pie
Look at your ugly nose! Your hair is greasy. Did you cook bacon in it?
This must be hell.
I'm the pie you made, dumbass! You made me bitter. Of course I'm going to insult you. I ain't gonna walk on eggshells around you either. Speaking of which, pro tip,
Are you here to teach me to make an edible pie worthy of my lineage?
I'll help you learn from your mistakes.
The pie wasn't there to make the pie for her.
Or even tell her how to do it.
It would taste the pies that she created and respond critically.
You know, my ancestors started a war. Look it up.
I know.
This won't start a war. This may start a riot. To the restroom.
Okay.
Like many workshop environments, the pie took a particular delight in insulting her.
Oh, kid, you're really forked now.
Reinforcement might help.
Yeah. Nice try. Keep it up.
Maybe if I add butter? That helps. Butter helps.
Duh, I've known sharper spoons than
Hey,
you.
I was doing objects here.
Oh, yeah. What are you gonna do? Oh, look at me. I'm the people eating your baking. I swear. What are you gonna do, darling? Eat me? I'm inedible.
How about vanilla? Do you like vanilla? What else could I add? Oregano?
Oh.
No oregano.
Unless you want to make a vomit-flavored pie.
No, I don't think so.
She kept at it, making pie.
Try this.
You better make like a whisk and beat it, kid.
After pie,
If you are what you eat, you must have eaten a big bowl of stupid. Oh.
after pie,
That was such a mistake. I guess I know how your parents thought when they made you. But it could be worse. Calm down.
At the evening of the second day, she was only a little closer to making an edible pie.
Aha, it doesn't suck.
While barely edible may work for a teenager, your parents are a bit more discerning.
What am I missing?
A brain!
More sugar. I'll try more sugar.
She kept working. The day turned to night.
and as light wore on,
God, I'm tired. So tired. What am I missing? I've wasted these 3 days. I've wasted my life. Why did I decide to start making pies? So I wouldn't be cast out and eaten by wolves? I could have run away, gone to med school, become a doctor or something. God, I'm a disgrace to my family. I'm covered in my own sweat, and all I have to show for this.
She began to cry.
Look at me, tying right into the batter. I have to throw it out. What do you want? What? Tears? My tears.
she'd forgotten the salt.
But the brine from her sweat and tears.
Made it better.
The next morning,
We're home. Here's your pie.
this is a great pie.
One compliment.
Josephine was healed. That's all she needed.
You cheater! This tastes like my mother's pie! Cheater!
Out of my house. No cheaters in this house.
I'm leaving. I only stayed here for your baked goods, and now I can make them on my own. I have no need for you. Good luck with your second family.
That little cheater.
Hush, Henry. Every parent yearns for the day when their child says, I have no need for you.
And Josie left, venturing out into the world on her own. A knapsack heavy with pie tins and yeast on her back. A rolling pin held in her hand like a sword.
And she did not get eaten by wolves.
She fed them pie.
And she would not starve.
She knew how to bake.
She became a cook.
She became a famous cook.
She became the most famous cook in all of the land.
I'll bake 80 blackbirds into this pie.
And yet, every pie leads her to despair.
And at that moment of despair,
Why? Oh, why didn't I go to med school?
Tears become the secret ingredient.
The pie desperately needs.
She is lucky.
these beautiful pies,
Each one flavored with a piece of her.
Each one heals her. Listen, blackbirds baked into a pie, singing how much they love me.
But what about the parents?
What about them?
They started that second family, had that second child.
Who was allergic to pie?
Oh no!
Alright.
Yes!
What is it, Dirk? What is it?
What is it? What? The Great Pumpkin!
The Great Pumpkin! The Great Pumpkin!
Yes, finally!
Jake, did you get all of that? I don't know what came over me just
The great pumpkin.
What is this? Talk.
They are the silent one.
That's and who are you?
I'm her translator, Sarah.
Oh. What's your story?
Oh, that's a little personal, excuse you. Here, do you just go around asking people their story?
Yes.
He's always so slow. Every time.
Once upon a time, there was a farmer.
A young farmer, handsome, strong, rugged, proud, headstrong.
Possibly a little arrogant. He had a wife too.
Farming is in my blood. Every heartbeat pumps dirt and sweet water. It pumps history. It pumps success. It pumps fertilizer.
That's what his heart pumps. Fertilizer.
You my turtle dove, were the apple of my eye, the blue of my body.
You don't listen
the
to
cool
me.
to my cucumbers, the pop to my corns.
His farm produced the greatest fruits and vegetables in the kingdom.
Corn the size of cantaloupes. Cantaloupes the size of watermelon. Watermelon the size of, well, really big watermelon. I am like amazing.
And the most prized in his field.
Pumpkins!
Beautiful, shimmering pumpkins, a dozen colors, perfect for hundreds of recipes, including, of course, pies. Pumpkins are a sacred fruit, brought out to appease the gods of the harvest and of giving thanks. Pumpkins get you closer to God.
He took his produce to the farmer's market, where he'd hear the praise of the town's
Praise! Praise! Praise!
They loved the corn, cantaloupes, etc.
But all he really cared about was when someone would say,
Will you look at that big, beautiful pumpkin?
Look at that pumpkin rockstar!
What's your secret?
No secret, just dirt, water, love.
And fertilizer, pig poop that clots up the floors and greases up the sheets.
Darn fine pumpkins.
That's not the greatest pumpkin I've ever seen, but it's pretty close.
Farmer was devastated.
It ate at him.
Nibbled at his brain.
Anyone can to shaking my pumpkins, they got those voices saying, those are good, but I've seen better.
Well, she probably just imagined a bigger pumpkin.
That's worse. How can I compete with imaginary pumpkins?
Please listen, she said. She stood in the kitchen overlooking the field.
Yes, she grumbled about the slick of pig poop in her sheath, the layer of mud on his clothing.
The pumpkin seeds he tracked in the kitchen, the bits of vine that wound up in her morning coffee.
And yes, she found herself tapping her fingers in annoyance because all he talked about was the great pumpkin.
But she really wanted the best for the farm.
She really wanted the best for him. I think that we should turn to the fairies.
I don't believe in fairies.
The wife came from another land, you see.
One that did indeed believe in fairies, sprightly creatures who fed the plants at night. When the moon is a sliver, you can see them. And when that sliver blinks to nothing, you can catch one. Catch one and make her tell you the secret to growing better pumpkins.
Might as well try everything.
He said then.
Thank you, turtle dove.
You're welcome, Turtle Dove.
She said. Then that night, the farmer
hid himself as a thorn bush and hid in the pumpkin forest. His wife was right.
The fairies swept their way to the vineyard. Their blessings were strange. And then he saw her.
A dark fairy. She seemed to slowly glow from the other fairies.
With a flick of her arm, the other fairies would follow.
That must be the queen.
He waited for that moment, that fateful word.
And then!
Let me go! Let me go!
Let her go, let her go.
What do you want of me?
What do you want of her?
A secret.
We have no secrets.
We have no secrets.
I want to know how to grow the greatest pumpkins. Pumpkins that outdo those even inconveniently located in the imaginations of the townspeople.
Oh,
Oh,
is that all?
is that all?
Yes.
Let me go, my good farmer boy, and I'll whisper to you the garden's secret wish. These pumpkins feast on flesh. We fairies satisfy their hunger by delivering them voles and moles and rats and cats and mice and lice. But what they really want is a porcine treat. They want pig.
Oh, okay. Is that all?
One every night. It's kind of a lot.
Let them go. He watched them leave.
Well, let's to work.
He said then.
60 pigs he had.
In short work, he had 59.
That morning,
When the rooster crowed, the farmer and his wife stumbled out onto the field.
and are greeted by a sight they could only imagine the night before.
I told you to follow the fairies.
Always turtle dove. I will always do what they say. I will always do what you say.
That day at the farmer's market.
That is the greatest pumpkin I've ever seen!
What's your secret?
Dirt, water, love.
And something else.
My turtle dove, I am the greatest farmer ever. And it's thanks to you. I am the farmer that I imagined that I would be.
That night, his 59 pigs became 58.
And the pumpkins were just as perfect.
I am awesome!
What's your secret?
Dirt, water, love.
So over the next month, this little piggy became pumpkins. This little piggy became pumpkins.
And this little piggy became pumpkins.
2 months of pig flesh to feed his crop.
That's it.
And when the last pig was killed, that was it.
Uh-oh.
The vines began to wither,
Oh no.
as if they knew no more tasty pig flesh.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
The vines folded their arms, and the pumpkin shrank into tiny black gnomes.
What will I do? What will I do?
The farmer tried other animals,
Hun, where did the rooster go?
Here, boy. Come here, boy.
but the pumpkins weren't satisfied.
You were loyal. You were loyal to me for years and years. I need you for one last task.
Hun,
No, no.
come, the neighbors are here. Have you seen my cat? He goes by the name Snoopy.
No! Leave me be.
Stop running away.
I know.
That night, the moon was once again a sliver.
Your hands hurt.
Hey! Fairy Queen, I need to know how do I restore my poor pumpkins to health? I'll do anything. I love these pumpkins more than life itself.
Than life itself.
Isn't it obvious?
Clear as the sweet water.
The pumpkins eat flesh, farmer boy.
Flesh, farmer boy.
I need to feed them. Me?
That would be too easy.
Too easy.
Too cheap.
Cheap.
Someone else always pays. Flesh of flesh. You must feed them your wife.
My wife?
Your wife.
I do what they say.
So, that night,
What does the fairy say?
Hun, turtle dove,
Yes?
are you devoted to the farm?
Yes?
Do you love me?
I would do anything for you.
Okay. Let's to bed.
Oh,
You first. I'll follow.
and it worked.
When
he woke up, the farm had delivered him
The greatest pumpkin ever.
He took it to the farmer's market, and the townspeople gathered around it and said,
That is the greatest pumpkin ever! What's your secret?
Dirt, water, and love.
The townspeople began to argue over who would get to buy it from him.
Stop. For this one, I'll accept no cash. We'll share it.
That's fair. The farmer called for the town's best baker.
Josephine, turn this pumpkin into a pie we can all share. Turn it into a pie that honors the sacrifices we great farmers make to our craft.
Right away.
Beautiful.
The farmer cut the pie into slices, one for each townsperson.
Aren't you having some?
No, I'd prefer to imagine it.
A small penance.
Go ahead.
Then, all at once, the townspeople took a bite.
This is the greatest pumpkin ever!
And it was great, unimaginably great, impossibly great. But humans cannot handle such great things. It killed them all, including me.
No. Oh no. Are you going to? That night, the devastated farmer returned to his patch. There's more than a sliver of the moon.
I wanted to see this part.
What part?
The part where you try to trade yourself for all you gains.
How do I make it better?
The part where you realize you can't.
Someone else always pays.
The part where I get to say
Don't.
the end.
How do you want to decide this one?
Well, I could just select.
Oh, can I remember him?
Oh, well,
Yes.
me? You want to almost.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. Okay.
Remember, 36 and
I have to maximize my. I had the mechanical advantage.
3069, I know.
Sweet porridge! Sweet porridge! Sweet porridge! Sweet porridge!
I have the basket.
Beep, beep, coming through! We're on the way!
Third class lever spoiled again. Battle of wits. Catapulture. Oh, that pumpkin story reminded me of grad school. That's not the greatest pieces I've ever seen, but it's pretty close. Much to learn. It's sentimental.
smoke and mirrors? Or is the misdirection actually misdirection? That's right, the magic is real. From nothing comes something. Nothing up my sleeves except nothing. When you're making something from nothing, you must remember the magic words. Alakaboom. Once upon a time, in a small house, in a small town, there lived a mother. And her young daughter. They weren't royalty. In fact, they were quite poor. Dreadfully, painfully poor. They had nothing to eat. And the neighbors had no thought to charity.
Go away!
God, Mom, I'm starving, the girl said. And she wasn't lying. And Mom said, catch a pigeon. I think there's one living in the roof. Oh no.
Oh no.
That day, all the girl had to eat was a pigeon's egg. And she ate it, shell and all. The next day, all she had was a pine cone. It tasted like the worst Christmas ever. And finally, there came the day when she had none. What do you think she said?
Mom, I'm going to find us some food.
So she left. Into the woods she wandered, the dark woods. And that's when she stumbled upon
A crone.
I am not a crone.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Greetings, Kira.
Oh, I do know.
Your name? I know you're looking for as well.
You know, old crone?
I've been expecting you. Hold out your hand and close your eyes. Make a wish.
I wish.
Now, the girl wasn't greedy. She didn't wish for riches. The girl wished only for a little bit of sweet porridge.
How did you
I
know?
suppose magic, keep wishing.
I can smell it. It's an empty pot. You're cruel and a tease. I ask for more than nothing, and you give me nothing.
Nothing becomes something. The magic words, little pot, cook. And then when you're done, little pot, stop.
Sweet porridge?
The pot is yours.
Thank you, old crone.
But the woman has disappeared.
Hello? Hello? Weird.
She takes it home to her mother. Nothing. Oh, maybe there's nothing. Oh, what up? Nothing. I'm so hungry, I could eat a cow. I could eat a herd of cows. I could eat a whale. I could eat 12 whales and a herd of cows. I could eat my daughter.
No need to look.
An empty pot.
God, Mom, it's not just an empty pot. Pot cook.
Witchcraft.
God, Mom, it's food. You put it in your mouth and eat it.
Is it from the devil?
God, Mom! I wouldn't take anything from the devil. It's from an old crone in the forest.
I'm for one! It's getting a bit full.
Little pot, stop.
Aren't you clever? Look at my little girl making magical porridge appear. Oh, you get that from my side of the family. Susan is going to die.
Whatever. Now, Mother, eat your fill. I'm going out.
Where?
Somewhere. God.
Hunger and I are old companions. I also know fear and itchiness, pregnancy. But I don't know what it is to be full. Little pot, you were going to introduce me to a stranger. How does this work? Kids and their gadgets. Little Stop. Stop. Listen here, I'm a mother and I'm telling you to stop. Stop. Oh, she would hate me.
The porridge soon overflowed the pots.
Oh, I changed my mind. I don't want to know this feeling. I am full and uncomfortable. I think I'm getting 6 cavities.
Amber waves of sweet porridge filled the kitchen.
My floors, I just washed them. Flooded the entire house.
And as the mother fled, the porridge still kept coming. Like it wanted to feed the world.
It's coming! It's coming!
Sweet porridge taking over the entire town!
It swallowed up my yard.
It's magic.
It's witchcraft. It's called up my home.
It's the devil's work.
It's bad parenting.
You can see it bubbling up from the tiny house on the wrong side of town, vomiting forth like a volcano of milk and honey.
It's coming, coming, coming!
All the humanity! All the human...
All I wanted was some porridge and destroyed the entire town.
God, Mom! Little pot, stop!
Susan, I'll buy you a new dog, okay?
You're welcome! Whatever!
The girl had stopped the hemorrhaging of sweet porridge flooding the tiny town. And whosoever wanted to return home had to eat their way back.
And what did it mean?
What do you think it means? Listen to your daughter. Always remember the magic words. And too much is as bad as too little. Well, I think it means... let's eat.
Whatever.